Hi guys, okay, so I just got in the mail my Fenty Mattemoiselle lipsticks, and I just had to film immediately because I only ordered 2 lipsticks, but I am quite shocked with the size of these. Okay, I don't think any other videos that I've seen actually talk about how small they are. They are tiny compared to other lipsticks that I have. I haven't actually tried them. I hope they perform really well. But this is the Mademoiselle lipstick. It is at, how do you call this? It is 1.7 grams. And my, what do you call this? My Pat McGrath lipstick, is at 4 grams actually. So this is your Pat McGrath, which is, I guess, your regular size lipstick, and this is your Mademoiselle. It's a lot smaller, and actually, like, compared to Lime Crime actually has 4.5 grams in their lipstick component, and then your regular MAC actually has, oh, it doesn't actually say, but obviously, like, when you look at the size, the MAC and the Pat McGrath and the Lime Crime are of similar size, so I'd hazard around 4 as well. If you're comparing it to the L'Oreal lipsticks are 3.9. I guess it's the regular size that's around 4 grams, but here you only get the 1.7 grams. And it's at a really high price point for 1.7 grams because I paid 110 pesos for it. I think it's retailing for $18, I think. I could be wrong. I'll write it downstairs. I'll write it in this description if I'm wrong. But it's actually a lot of money for the amount of grams that you're getting. So I'm not quite sure how I should feel about this because it's a lot less. Then again, you do have the Pat McGrath Lust lipsticks, and those are fantastic, and you do get very little product, but it is Pat McGrath, so you kind of expect. Oh, and also that came with the gloss and the pigment and the glitter, so I don't know. I'll just try these on so you guys get an idea of, I guess, like, if you've seen other reviews of this, you'll know that, see, I haven't actually touched it. It's fresh from the case. So you'll know that they should be creamy, and they're supposed to give like matte, they're supposed to be matte, but with a slight gloss on it. So I was really worried personally that Griselda and 35mm would be the same shade, and I'm glad I don't have a single dupe for Griselda. I was thinking maybe it was the same color as Unicorn Blood. It's not. Unicorn Blood isn't as berry. Unicorn Blood is more brown, more reddish brown. I can't think of anything else that's the same shade as it. Okay, because of the way that it's made, it doesn't actually have a point. I quite like the Pat McGrath ones, especially because they come in like a very sharp point. See that? That comes in a point. This, however, doesn't. It's like a flat thing. So what happens is, I don't feel like I have total control of like making points in my lips or like getting to the edges and stuff, but I mean it's workable. I just end up getting a lot of product on the edge of the lipstick. But so far, it's quite pigmented. It's creamy. It doesn't feel drying at all. It doesn't feel heavy. So at least it wears. It seems to wear well. So that's great, right? Yeah. So this is the shade Griselda. It is a lot darker than I was expecting. I was expecting it to be the same color as my 35mm of Pat McGrath, and it's not the same color because I'm just swatching it for you right now. This is the 35mm, just so you get an idea of the color, because I can't for the life of me find any swatches that could actually match them up. So this is 35mm, and this is 35mm Pat McGrath, and this is the Fenty Beauty Mattemoiselles in Griselda. Okay, so it's a lot darker, and it's a lot more berry toned. So I just wiped off Griselda. It doesn't seem to have stained my lips at all, but just as a precaution, I always put powder on top of my lips before trying on another shade. Because I don't want to affect the color of the other shade. So the next shade that I got was actually the Midnight Wasabi, which is the green shade, because I like odd colors, and it also assures that I don't get a repeat of color, because I hate repeating color. I think it's a waste of money. See what I mean? But it's kind of hard to put on because of the shape of the lipstick itself. The pigmentation is awesome. It is nowhere like the L'Oreal Balmain ones. Oh my god, every single review that I found online says that the L'Oreal Balmain ones actually, like the green ones are great. They're not. Do not buy them. I know they're a lot cheaper, but they are not worth. I would buy this than that any day. It may be a lot less in weight, but this at least I can use because it's pigmented. It doesn't, you don't get like the little patchy bits. I mean, the worst thing is to wear an odd color and have patchy bits, right? Because you're already wearing something odd, and you can't be imperfect when you're wearing something odd. You just can't. This is the Balmain green, and it is super far. It's also an olive tone, but this is a more true olive, and this is a more greenish, bluish olive, okay, a brighter one. But this one, I also have two shades from this collection, and frankly, I was very, very disappointed. Let me get close about this collection, because this one, Swatch is very patchy, and yet everybody was saying that these lipsticks actually swatch really well, and that actually the green one is really pigmented, but it's actually not. So you can actually see like there are parts that are uneven. It's not something I would pick up or wear just because I know that there will be parts. So what happens is I have to layer it like a second time, and by layering it the second time, it gets heavier and heavier, and when it's heavy, it feels uncomfortable, and I end up playing with my lips. I eat my lipstick. No. So also the scent on these things are terrible. Like, they are heavily scented. I feel really bad because all the reviews that I watch all said that this green shade was actually a good, like really good in pigmentation, and I trusted it. And I ended up buying it as my Christmas gifts because I have a lot of friends who would actually like the green shade. I feel kind of bad giving. I never give gifts that I don't like myself, and this thing, when I gave it away, I really felt bad. So I had to add like other gifts to it. Yeah. I mean, you can get it to full pigmentation, but I would rather a one swipe wonder. Okay. That being said, the Balmain L'Oreal ones, the orange shade is actually nice. Okay, swatch it for you also. Okay, so this is the orange shade of the L'Oreal Balmain. I actually like this orange shade. It actually looks good and it wears well. I had the L'Oreal Balmain for a month. I've had it for a month. It released quite late, so I didn't think I was gonna. It released quite late here in Manila, and just like almost impossible to get for. I know that doing a review of L'Oreal Balmain and Fenty side by side isn't quite fair because Fenty is of a different price point compared to L'Oreal Balmain. But I'm not comparing the two of them. I'm just saying that the L'Oreal Balmain isn't a really good product. The colors and the advertising look awesome. I think the only one that I would actually repurchase of the L'Oreal Balmain is this orange shade. I tried the rest. I swatched the rest out at the store. They didn't appeal to me. They were patchy and they just didn't appeal to me. This one, however, I have a huge problem with how it smells. It's on my lips and I can still smell it and taste it. And I'm not sensitive to smell. It just annoys me that there's something floral and not like a pleasant. And I love rose water and I love drinking elderflower, and this taste, it's just weird. The Fenty Beauty though, my review on them is that they are really expensive for the number of grams that you get. Okay. However, the shades, I think you need to pick your shades really well, because like these two shades that I have here, they're undupable for me. In like my collection, I cannot find things that actually match these colors. So I think they're worth it. Okay. But will I be using them day to day? No, because there's very little product in them, so I am really worried I'm just going to finish it really quickly. I would if like I could buy more. But yeah, they're really good quality. So if you like the shades and you don't have any of those shades in your arsenal, go ahead and get them. Okay. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe. And I'll see you all later. Bye.